The red button?
Yeah, just the red button and then press it again.
I'll just delete that, Papa John's.
That's fine now.
Right. Hello and welcome back to the third full episode of the Third Act podcast. We are joined with a very special guest. Here he is.
There's a boy.
We're joined by Mr. Guinness Higgins. Here he comes.
And the dog's here as well.
Anyway, we are here today. Hey, mister. Hello. We are here today to talk about our most... don't bite me. Yeah, I'll bite you back. As we're here today to talk about our most anticipated movies of 2026.
Maybe some of 27-ish.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe. We'll go through... some of the bigger releases that are upcoming of this year, and then some of the ones that we are just personally more excited for as we go. But first of all, as we sit here on the 17th of April, we are going to talk first of all about Michael, because that releases soon.
27th.
Shimon.
Ow!
The dog is well and truly shy self.
Sorry, pal.
Sorry, buddy.
I can't wait for Michael because I grew up with my mum. She went to go see him. She lived in Canada. She got to go see him and stuff growing up. I think she saw him when he was playing with the Jacksons. But it's just, I've been waiting on a biopic like that. And obviously they've got all the Bohemian Rhapsody kind of crew that had made that. Did you like Bohemian Rhapsody?
See, that's kind of where my worry with it comes in, because I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, enjoyed it. Then I watched Rocket Man and thought back on Bohemian Rhapsody and was like, oh,
yeah,
class.
That's kind of shit compared.
Yeah.
So we'd spoken about this off the pod before we started, but there's a lot of people thinking about whether it's going to be a good story or whatever, but I think most people are just going to go there for the music, the style, that kind of thing. And that's what I'm most looking forward to. I can't wait for it personally. I think it's going to be one of the most anticipated, but I think it's going to be one of the more enjoyable films that I will go and see as well. I just can't wait for it. I'm going opening day. I'm going to go multiple times. Shamona! And also dress up as Michael for my stag, so I've got a soft spot for it.
You could wear that to the premiere as well.
I left it in Tenerife. I was like, I can't look at that again.
Why?
And then when I came home, I was like, I could have worn that overnight.
Just traumatised.
Well, it was embarrassing. I got to go on the flight
As MJ.
as Michael Jackson. I'm certain the whole air hostess pilots thought he's a bit.
Yeah.
Like, he's not right. And I'm like, it's my stag, I swear. And they were like, don't believe you.
He's a special boy.
Sit in that plane. I was like that to them.
Windy seat.
Where's the horn? Where's the brakes? I was like, where's the handbrake? How do you do wheelies?
Windy seat with the extra leg room and everything, just kicking your feet the whole way.
But I can't wait for it. I think it's only like 2 hours? 2 hours?
Something run about that, aye.
I'd also saw this like they're going to then, if it makes a lot of money, make a sequel. But I don't know what they're going to show in this one and then have enough.
It depends what year they go up to.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because, like we'd
to be fair, it's pretty much all the marketing's been centred around like that one specific era, pretty much.
But can they delve into the other more topical aspects of his life? Do you know what I mean?
See, that's the thing. And I think with it being like his nephew, I don't see a world in which there's
He's in Neverland.
Yeah, I don't.
Feeding Macaulay, spooning Macaulay.
Yeah, I don't see a world in which he's ever feeding the pony at the Neverland Ranch.
Time will tell. I think it's going to be very nice, and I don't think it's going to even. It might show maybe, I don't know, Joe Jackson being really harsh to them growing up and things like that.
There's things they're omitting from it as well, like Janice Jackson's not in it.
Yeah.
And they obviously had a big relationship in real life.
They're things for the sequel, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And they took out like about a third of the film because of the kind of legal action. But
I also saw they've released in advance the songs that are in the film.
Yeah.
And there's so many massive ones that aren't in it.
Like, well, what's not in it?
Like, I don't even think Man of the Mirror is in this one.
So they must go big up to like late 80s.
Maybe the second film might go near the end of his career or like his life as well, so who knows? I don't know what route they'll go, but I think this one will just be more uplifting, more enjoyable. Yeah. I think it's going to sell.
It's going to
big, it's going to be massive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For
tracking as well, like people buy in advance for like big films. There's going to be so many of a different audience that will just turn up on the day. When they're free, and they can't predict that. I think it's going to make a lot.
I think kind of sort of we're talking about like anticipation levels for it. It's not one I was super excited for. Not that like I don't like Michael Jackson or anything. I'm just kind of the same. It was like he was always in the car. My mum was always playing Michael Jackson CDs and stuff like that. It's just I don't know. I think the tag of the Bohemian Rhapsody people are making it. I was a bit like,
Yeah.
Kind of puts the brakes on the anticipation for it, I
Yeah.
think, a wee bit, especially
Yeah.
when you look back at some of the, like, obviously there's that infamous edited scene in Bohemian Rhapsody where there's like 70 odd cuts. Which one best editing?
The one outside the table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're all
no,
cut.
and you don't know where
Yeah, it's
anybody
cut. You know
is.
the guy's face.
It's horrendous. And obviously Rami Malek gets a bit of a bad rap for that Oscar win as well. Like,
but yeah, apart from like I said, Jesus fucking Christ, you arsehole. You need to get off the mic.
we're back.
What?
We're back.
I'm back. But no, I do think, like I say, the from the makers of Bohemian
Producers
Rhapsody
of Bohemian,
tag
I was
did.
like,
Aye, that did get a groan from myself. But apart from that, I'm excited for it yourself, Kieran.
I'm pretty excited for it. It's Antoine Fuqua. Like,
Yeah.
he's a great director.
Yeah.
It's, obviously, his career's mostly bedded in action, but I think bringing
Well, that just means
that sensibility to
when Joe Jackson's beating the brakes off his children, it's gonna look fucking
Be like
class.
Equalizer with slow mo.
training day.
Come on, like
Joe Jackson forcing his mates to smoke crack and he batters fuck at them.
I think having Coleman in it's a very good addition.
Yeah, that's a
Coleman's
definite-
He looks so much like Joe Jackson as
very
well.
good
Yeah.
And he's got a load of good films coming up which we'll go into, like
Yep.
Disclosure Day and things like
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, I think it's not one that's like on my personal like absolute like musts of this year, but I'm definitely still excited for it because I do think, again, we did kind of touch on it. If they kind of, I guess, lean more towards the sort of Rocket Man-ish way of, well, not necessarily not holding back because it's a Michael Jackson
I think
film.
it'll be a bit more safer.
Yeah, but I think if you kind of lean slightly more towards that instead of just the sanitised version of, hey, mister, shooting these wires. But it's the thing of, I'm trying to think how to... but just I think more of like, with Bohemian Rhapsody as well, one of the major stumbling blocks was Brian May and the rest of Queen just trying to sanitise their image through it.
Like we're Queen that wasn't Freddie.
Yeah,
It's us.
yeah, them trying to like make it the Queen movie.
Aye.
Nobody fucking wants to watch a film about Brian May. Do you know what I mean? So I think if they kind of, and by all accounts, the Jackson family have said, you know, you can touch on.
Well, they signed off on the alleged sex abuse stuff, and then I think it was one of the claimants in the
Yeah.
case
They
said,
couldn't show him through the rights in the film.
yeah, but the Jackson family had signed off on it, and they were quite happy for that to be included because obviously it was cleared of the charges and whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm definitely interested to see how it does pan out, and it is one that I am quite interested in. But we'll move sort of. I've got a nice wee segue before we move on to the next segment here. A recurring theme, as I'm going to ask this after every movie we talk about. Well, not every movie, but the big ones. Are we putting this on Billion Watch?
I think you've got to. It's like to cross a
Will it
billion.
make a billion?
I gotta make 700. I think it might touch a billion in all honesty.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because I think with it, it's not going to be one that grows the way that like a Project Hail Mary has.
Yeah.
It's going to be everyone's fucking flooding out to see.
Yeah.
There'll be like an event. There'll be so many people that you
It's
can't predict are going to go. Like,
It's essentially like an extension of a Michael Jackson concert.
Yeah.
Because everybody who loves Michael Jackson, everybody who had tickets, everybody who's loved his music over the past 50 years
aye.
is going to flood to see it.
It's people who are going to buy online. They'll just turn up to the cinema.
He's a cultural icon. Like, whether you like him or don't, like, you can't deny it.
Yeah, and I think you know, I do think we do have to put it on Billion Watch, but I think it's going to be determined by that first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That
That
first
maybe rewatchability.
Yeah, I think that's the.
Is it worth seeing the scenes again? The iconic
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Well, as you say, there's so many super fans of Michael Jackson, like you said yourself when we started. You'll go and see it multiple times because I'm the same as well. My mum loves Michael Jackson, and that's kind of what I grew up on as well.
Yep.
So if people are just going to go and see it because it's Michael Jackson and because
Something like maybe Elvis, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did Elvis make?
Ooh.
I don't think it was as much,
Yeah.
maybe 500.
But I think with Elvis as well, Elvis was like,
was that 2 hours 40?
yeah, Elvis was like nearly 3 hours, and Elvis was like from a really arty, weird, fucking heat up his whole director. Yeah, so it's one of those ones like it's almost as if he set out to make Elvis as hard of a sell as you can for a biopic about one of the most iconic, musicians ever. So it is kind of one of those ones I don't. It's like in a weird way I sort of think of Elvis like separately from.
Not even $300 million US.
No, is that worldwide?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Suppose that was what 22.
22.
So that's the kind of filtering back in.
Finish of COVID.
Yeah, so that's also you can't really because that was when that came out when I worked at the Odeon and we only did half days for 3 months because there was no point opening.
I'm pretty sure you still had to do one seat between people as well.
Yeah,
you
had to seat. It was like I think when I was there, you could take groups of up to 10, but you still had to leave a seat.
Yeah, between.
So it was still that kind of thing. So that's one of the things as well. I think with Elvis, but Michael. Yeah, I gets 3 hee-hees, or I suppose 6 hees, from the couch. Ow! Brother, I'm going to punch you. You're right, you're thinking about
Yeah.
Anyway, as we move on to the next segment, I pulled up a list of the 10 most anticipated movies. Well, he's also got it there, on Letterboxd, so that's what people have the most.
Is this ranked?
So yes, it's what's in the most people's watch lists, and I've got the list here of the 10 most anticipated from this year, because some of the ones that are up towards the top of the most anticipated are things that are coming out next year. The first one on the list, The Odyssey. Are we excited?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
I just think Nolan's just different. It's just that it's more there's not many directors that you're like going to see because of them. Like you're going to see the bits like Nolan's an event.
Yeah.
And what he's doing is just groundbreaking. Like in terms of IMAX, he's just advancing and pushing the boundaries as far as it can go.
Yep.
And I went to go see Oppenheimer in Manchester in the actual film print, 70mm, and there was aspect changes, but that uniqueness of that experience from him then going, I'm going to take it a step further.
Yeah.
And even IMAX expanding the actual film plate so that they can fully have as much as possible and as far as they can go.
Because it's shot entirely in IMAX.
Entirely, the full thing. There's not any aspect change.
It's going to be insane.
You saw already. It's the same with even like doing part 3. Like sell out in advance for tickets for the specific BFI's just packed. People are reselling
for thousands.
Massive inflated prices.
And I think what you kind of allude to is like Nolan is the event here.
Yeah.
Because on paper it's such a hard sell.
Of course.
It's such a hard sell for this movie and for the hype to be where it is. And to be fair, Oppenheimer was also a hard sell.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Dunkirk was a hard, especially I think because when he spoke more about Dunkirk, everyone being like, oh, maybe about D-Day, and then he was like, yeah, but this is more on like the isolation of the people and not on the event as a whole.
Yep. Try to push that to America as well.
It's
a British film.
Yep.
I mean, like it's not something that they maybe have as much investment as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's set before the Americans came into the war. That's at 1941.
Yeah, 41's D-Day. And I think as well with Nolan, one thing that I really enjoyed about Dunkirk is that he said as well, and again, when people think about war films, everyone wants the big sense of patriotism and the whole we won and all that stuff. It's like Nolan was like it's no one is ever referred to as English or British or German. It's all us or the enemy, and it's like obviously we know who's who, and also Harry Styles, but it's like it is one of those ones where it's like
it's very Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
just don't name the enemy.
But like he said, he could have done that in a sense of like I just wanted because the film's about the people and not about the event.
It's the human struggle more than the nationality or the culture behind it.
The one thing I'm intrigued with Odyssey is that obviously most of his films have all been in that not linear kind of way. Mm-hmm. I think Odyssey might be the most
linear structured
of his films and the kind of story that he's telling.
And again, I think as we kind of go back on it, it's like he his movies aren't an easy sell.
No,
but because he's made this, this pedigree through all of that, like everyone is now looking out, and I think he was known as like a director that everyone knew about and cared about. But obviously, we can't really talk about this without mentioning this is his first thing since Barbenheimer. Not just Oppenheimer, but the heights that Barbenheimer specifically brought that to, because that probably wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't have like been approaching $1 billion without that. And then it hit like 970.
Yeah.
Which is,
Definitely wouldn't.
it wouldn't have hit 9.
Like,
It wouldn't have hit
I think so, but I still think it would have won the same amount of awards.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
because
don't.
of what
I think in terms of
was.
like critically that.
Let's say I went Barbenheimer Day and you've got guys in outfits that Kelly Murphy's.
It was a cultural event, but it also bridged that gap between the sexes as well, because
people are doing both.
Yeah.
Partners, girlfriend, boyfriend.
They would go
see that if you go see this.
Yep.
That's...
But I think as well in terms of what I can mean by that is more. It opened more people's eyes to him as like instead of being like you now just think of that's the Batman guy or that's a director's name that I know.
Yeah.
You're like I remember how much fun and how much the buzz was before Oppenheimer with Barbenheimer all that. This is his next thing. Let's go. Let's check it out. And I think a movie that we'll probably mention later on, I believe Greta Gerwig's first since Barbie is this year, I believe. Yeah, and I think there'll also be a bit of a similar sort of
There's
push
also
for
that
that.
whole backstory of the whole like Universal not giving them the rights for like Tenet, the full day release. Universal blank check, maybe you want have fun.
Yeah,
and that what a gamble.
Yeah,
what a gamble. They gave 250 million. That was
thereabouts, I think.
Yeah,
what's Odyssey cost?
It's probably more than that.
I think it'll be about 300 or something.
Yeah, especially considering it's fully shot on IMAX. It's
Yeah.
going to be
The production value as well is going to be massive.
It'll be across the world everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to tentatively put it on Billion Watch.
I think it's you've got to, like, from any kind of perspective, as soon as Nolan brings something out.
Yeah, especially, and like I say, especially now.
Yeah.
Especially after, the whole world fucking froze in place in 2023.
250 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think as well, like...
Do me a favour. See, what is Nolan's highest grossing?
It'll be...
I think it'll be the Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises, I think. Just over
$1 billion.
Yeah, just over $1 billion.
Just because, like, obviously it doesn't have like a massive track record for box office.
Yeah.
It's more of the cultural event among...
Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, Inception, Interstellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So among cinephiles, it's going to be massive.
Yeah.
And then...
1.14 billion Dark Knight Rises.
Then you've also got the star power behind it as well. You've got Zendaya, you've got Damon, you've
the
got...
amount of actors through the Odyssey as well.
Yeah.
So many people wanting or like taking interest in the film now.
Yeah. So it is one that I think... Again, I don't think there is... I think there would have always been the level of excitement that we have for it.
Mm-hmm.
But sort of in a broader sense, especially with this being the first thing he's done since Oppenheimer and how much of a cultural moment that was, like, it's got to be...
Yeah.
Because I think Nolan's been doing for a while now, and it's like you'll go see a film to see some sort of trailer or prologue for his films.
Yeah.
And I just love... He's just cinema. That's his thing. He wants you to experience it. He won't release the prologue. You only have to go see it in IMAX to appreciate it. And I'm such a big fan of him. Did you see the prologue?
Yeah.
Odyssey prologue?
I've seen it before. Project Hail Mary.
I'm not seen it.
Unbelievable, man. Like, that gamble as well, taking Ludwig instead of Hans Zimmer and moving on from Tenet.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer score's ridiculous. What I heard for the Odyssey was just unbelievable. I think it's going to be up for as much awards as possible.
Mm-hmm. But I think the timing of the release, I don't know about yous, but being brought up in that time where, like, you had the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises, whenever Nolan brings something out, I feel like the month of July, whenever he does something, it belongs to Nolan.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whether it's Oppenheimer, this, or the Dark Knight, anything really, it's Nolan's month. And everybody else just kind of falls in line.
Right, you can't walk around it. He's got that window release.
Yeah.
No point even interfering in it.
Because even Spider-Man's kind of staggered for 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
And that just shows you the kind of calibre of filmmaker that he is.
Spider-Man. Everyone who doesn't know Spider-Man, I mean, who knows the Odyssey?
Yeah.
It's like, that's just the way it's changed for him now.
Now, I'm just going to skip one in the list there as we did bring it up. This is actually the third most anticipated on Letterboxd, but just as we did mention it, Spider-Man. I'm so incredibly excited for Spider-Man.
I'm buzzing.
I was going to wear, I was saying to you earlier, I was going to wear my Supreme Spider-Man t-shirt, and then I just found mystery stains on it, and I was like, how the fuck what's happened here? I put this on today.
You got to say something about mystery stains?
I think the trailer is awful.
Do you?
I think it's an awful trailer. I saw it back to back with Dune Part 3 and then Spider-Man, and I'm like, light day of like.
I think they're different kind of sales though.
Yeah, and I think you need to. They're movies for completely different audiences as well.
It felt like a comic book trailer. There's like so
that's
many.
that's the thing.
I like that vibe.
Yeah,
but then is the narrative like? Should it not be a more simpler sell?
But what it feels like to me like a.
But I think as well when you look at that. Sorry to cut you off, but I think it's like we really see nothing of. We don't know who the main villain is yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't see anything of that, and the majority of what we see, to me, I'm like, that's first 15-20 minutes of the Spider-Man and stuff.
Yeah.
Apart from the shit outside your office, that's probably 40 minutes in.
Aye. Well, that's like the big action scene. Apparently, is the stuff that was filmed in Wall Street.
Yeah, and I think as well. I will say because there was the leaked trailer that came out about 2 months ago, and I was going to make a video on it, and then I saw people just even including like photos that were just a screenshot of a photo someone's taken in like a convention of the trailer getting copyright strike. So I was like, I'm not even going to fucking touch this. But that trailer had. And this is my only one critique of it, is that trailer was so much better for one simple thing. It had a few extra things, but it wasn't soundtracked with a score. It was soundtracked with New York I Love You, But You're Bringing Me Down by LCD Sound System.
Right, okay.
And it was just such a perfect thing to put in.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jake Talks Music. And today,
I fucking knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it. See, as soon as you said LCD.
I'm sorry, okay?
Listen, it's not my fault. It's one of the best songs ever.
But I've been thinking about it the whole time and it just hit me, you know.
I know.
You passed me.
You know that meme where it's like the two brains are connected? Like, I could just feel that, hi, it's Jake at the...
I knew when I mentioned it he was good, but it fits so perfectly in that trailer, and it would have fit perfectly in this one. That's my only critique of it. I'm very excited. I'm really excited for it, and again, I think easily Spider-Man
the
makes,
easiest one to hit a billion.
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
Spider-Man is like is bomb proof.
Yeah.
I think
when Civil War came out, everyone wanted to just go for like that Spider-Man introduction. Do you know what I mean? Like that was the selling point. They showed it kind of in the trailers.
Yeah.
People
I went to go see, because they were doing like they did a re-releases of all the Spider-Man films cinema, and I went to go see a couple, and like films that everyone in there has seen 50, 60 times. Everyone is still just there, packed out.
I did the same for the Raimi trilogy.
Yeah, it's
nothing will come close to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in my opinion.
I don't know, man.
No,
it's just pure nostalgia, though.
That's so cool.
That's true, but
Spider-Man 2.
I mean, that's.
Have you ever seen Spider-Man 2.1?
That's what just the.
My favourite was Spider-Man 3, which is all just all over the place.
Aye.
At that age, I was like, oh, "This is so good."
Yeah, I was the same. I loved it.
Yeah,
just seen Black Suit Spidey, like
it was just so cool.
Aye,
and then emo Spidey,
a Billy Parker,
incredible.
I still pull the moves on the dance floor, man. That was me in like Berkeley Suite like last year.
And I think as well. So obviously it's the first live action Spider-Man since No Way Home, and I just remember I went to that on opening day, and everyone knew,
but just seeing it was just,
and it was, and I loved, because I still think about it. It's when Andrew Garfield comes out. There was like a real like teenage girl sort of scream, and then when Tobey Maguire came out, there was. Did
anybody tell you to shut up when you screamed?
No, not me.
I went in the place, screamed. But it was the exact same silence near enough with Tobey Maguire.
Well, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that, which I think I would have punched somebody. But when he came out, then it was like every guy in their 20s and they're going, yes! So it was a real subdued.
That's my goat.
Even though you saw the leaks and stuff, you're still like praying, show them, let's do it. And it pulled the amount of pressure it had as well to bring them all in, and I think No Way Home obviously pulled it off.
Yeah,
I saw a few tweets about it recently, and I was like, and I was kind of like, folks being like, oh, it's not that good, and I was like, I kind of see the point. And I watched it like a year ago, and I went, oh, never mind.
Yeah,
never mind. I love it. The easiest one to pull. $1 billion. So we'll now jump back in the list to the second most anticipated movie of the year, one that we mentioned again, Dune Part 3. Are we all excited?
I could not be more buzzing. I think it's my most anticipated for the year.
Yeah.
I think he'll win Best Director for it.
Do you think so?
I think it's... Everyone's always comparing like the Lord of the Rings-esque, do you know what I mean? And it's not good. It's not even close to the awards yet.
No.
How many they've won? I think Dune, the first one won 5.
5, second one...
1. maybe?
One, I think, maybe, yeah.
Sound or sort of visual effects, something like that.
I think it may have been visual effects.
I think this one's just the culmination of everything. It's just going to be, like, again, like another event.
Yep.
Like, just the spectacle that you're going to see.
Yeah.
And from that trailer, it's just
It's the chanting, and the
ridiculous.
and the overlay of it. It's insane.
It's all everyone's went like, oh, we've not got like the accolades or the recognition, like Hans Zimmer not being rewarded or nominated for last year. He's went, I'm going to double down. I'm going to work harder. Chalamet, like, he's not won.
Yeah.
Even though the film was already made or whatever, but you can see that grit in his teeth. You can just see the vision that Villeneuve is pulled together in it. It's just, it's completely different from the first two films as well.
Yeah.
It's just, it looks ridiculous.
I think not calling it Messiah as well kind of gives them the freedom to play about with the source material. Straight
away in the trailer, they speak about like Shannon, Paul speaking about their daughter,
kids,
their family, whatever. Their kids are in the next book. Children of Dune. So that's why I knew in advance. I'll say it at the end of Dune Part 2. I obviously knew because of the books how would like Zendaya and Chalamet get back together, and I thought Villeneuve would use she's pregnant and she has to go back to him. Yeah. But in the books, it's a completely different story. She's more adherent to what Paul wants to do. Her story in Part 2. Do you know what I mean? Her vision of seeing his descent into, or like going into chaos by it just looks ridiculous, man. I just can't wait. He just goes from strength to strength. Yeah. Villeneuve, he's not had a bad film yet. No. Yeah. And he just keeps getting better. Well. Yeah.
I think as well, like, because I mentioned, I think, on the last episode that, like, I didn't watch Dune at the time, and I think I only watched the first one, like, a few days before I went to go see the second one.
Boo.
And, it was just one of the ones that just kind of passed me.
First one I seen after COVID was Dune.
We go together?
We saw Dune 2 together. In IMAX,
for the first
the Science Centre.
Yeah, but and I remember it was just one of the ones that just sort of I just never ended up getting to it, kind of thing. And when I watched the first one, I remember being like, because I still say I'll do like the first one, but it is essentially a 2-act movie.
I think if you watch 2, it makes 1 better.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I
prefer 1.
Damn.
But I do think it does feel like a 2-act movie to me.
It's world building. There's so much that he has to.
And I think I do think if I'd have seen that at the time and then I had to wait however long for the next one, I'd have been fucking raging. So I'm very glad, just with myself the way I know I am, I'm very glad I didn't watch the first one at the time, because I probably wouldn't have then wanted to see the second.
With the second one coming out, I took loads of people to go and see it, but show them days before the first one.
Yeah.
So that when they went in, they were like, oh, I can understand the story. Because that gap, you do...
What was that? A 3-year gap? Was it 2021 and 2024?
You do have to have rewatched it recently and understand the characters.
There's so much lore behind it, like the actions of 2 that get set up in 1. Yeah. Like the Bene Gesserit
but with that, like, again, and almost it's just that thing in the back of my head that when I hadn't watched the first one, everyone was like so excited for the second one. In my head, I was like, it's not good, surely it's not good, fucking come on. And then after going in to see both of them, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is...
Yeah.
And so I'm incredibly excited. And again, I think we've got to put this on Billion Watch.
I think it won't hit it. I think it'll be close.
I think
that's what I say.
Maybe like high.
I think it'll hit.
I think maybe it might just touch 9.
I think. Here's what I think. I think if Chalamet had won the Oscar, it would have been nailed on.
I'd always thought that if they were waiting on the trailer, like him winning it and then saying Oscar winning.
Yeah, I think if he'd have won it, it would have been nailed on. Yeah. But I do still think that like we will still need to sort of. I do think it's going to creep up towards. I'm not entirely certain it'll hit it the way I am with like a Spider-Man, but I do think.
I think reviews are going to give it a lot more legs on it.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be very well reviewed.
I don't prescribe to the Oscar win as much as maybe you guys do. I don't think that it has too much of a bearing on how much the movie's going to make, because Chalamet has now thrust himself into like the cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah,
because of like.
His recent film. Last year,
100%. Yeah, I still do think to the kind of that it's more because I don't think, especially with this being a threequel of a like a sci-fi epic trilogy kind of thing. I don't necessarily think that him winning the Oscar will have been, the deciding factor for some people to get into it, but I think that would be more of the case of, well, we're in the wait for streaming era. You know what I mean?
It's just a bigger sell if it.
Yeah, and I think him with the Oscar under his belt would convince more people to go out instead of waiting the a month and a half, 2 months or whatever before it gets pulled to go onto HBO Max or whatever.
Mhm.
I do think that there would have been a decent boost had he got that,
But-
especially if with early reviews coming out, more than likely be pushing the agenda for back-to-back Oscars for him.
But do you think that general audiences are hinged on that Oscar win, or like being Oscar nominated or whatever in the marketing?
I'll say this, and I'm going to use a metaphor, so shut your fucking mouth. But look at the way that people like consume music and music discourse in the sense of like, no, but it's like, did this go number one? Did this win a Grammy? How many streaming numbers has this done?
Sales.
Yeah, it's the people being like, there's that video. Someone's like, it's like the sketchy guy gets in the car. He's like, oh, this is tough. How many streams is this on? 80,000. Nah, turn it off. Like, there's such a mentality of that.
It's a hype thing.
Yeah, there's such a mentality within media that if it's not making all this money, then it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Another concern I had was Greg Fraser not being signed on for the third one. A lot of people were worried.
Yeah.
But then getting someone like Linus Sandgren, it's just, as soon as I saw that, I was like, Dune Messiah is such a shift from the first book.
Yeah.
It had to get a different view and take on it.
Mhm.
It's so much bigger, more landscapes, wider, big.
Oh, I'm sure Villeneuve will hate that big landscape to shoot one person walking across, and he's going to be at his depth. He'll fucking hate that.
But Linus is just ridiculous, and he agrees with the vision I think Villeneuve was looking for.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm concerned with in terms of Greg Fraser is the Batman, because he's not signed on for that.
Yeah.
It's the guy that did
Andor.
Not what's the Fincher one?
The Killer.
The Killer, was it Messerschmitt?
I can't remember the guy's
he's
name.
the cinematographer for the Batman, and that concerns me because
Is he the same guy that did Andor? Or am I talking shit?
I'm not sure. I will check it, but Greg Fraser with the Batman, like the look, the feel,
Yeah.
Especially considering what he in place of that he's doing the Beatles
all four
instead. Yeah.
Can't wait to see that walk across Abbey Road, man.
That's
It's
what I
going to
say,
be
that.
fucking cinema.
That walk across Abbey Road is going to be incredible.
Or the rooftop concert.
They're trying to figure out the album cover, and they're like, right, let's just walk along there. And they're like, what did you say? Abbey Road? And they're like, let's go bare feet. And they're like, just, that's it, nailed it.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Thomas was very sad.
That's what I'm saying. I want, like I say, I want the post-credit scene of Ring on the Ringo movie. And he's just
That's what I'm saying. The door goes, it's just John Lennon opening that, and it's like the guy lifting the gun, cuts to black. John Lennon will return in Avengers Doomsday.
That's what I think. It was just like a screenshot of like a Liam Gallagher tweet that got folk in their 70s mad at him. It was like, Liam, what would you do if you woke up and you were John Lennon for a day and he went put on a bulletproof vest? So I believe the next one on the list then is Avengers Doomsday. This is the first one on the list I'm like, I have my reservations about.
Right, do you want me to tell you something, right? I've had reservations, and I just don't think they could do it, whatever. But last night, all I done was sit on Twitter and try and see a leaked trailer, because I've said
Yeah.
on last night.
Because they played it twice.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
And all I got to see was the title card and the music.
Aye.
And I'm like, it still just pulls me in.
Oh yeah,
It's just like,
I think that's the thing, and I do kind of think again, one of the biggest failings of Marvel since Endgame. Obviously, people will talk about the kind of the declining of the quality of what's being put out and the stories not being as good and using the characters and never seeing them again kind of thing and putting too much on.
Yeah.
And those are all fair, but I think the biggest thing for the general audience is there hasn't been an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
People fucking come out in droves because of the brand name. And again, back to what we were saying about the possibility of like what would an Oscar have done for Dune, is it's like something like if you recognise the name or you're like, oh, that's a thing that I know and I like, such as he's won an Oscar, he will be good at this, and or that's the Avengers, let's go see it. I have my reservations.
The issue that Marvel and Disney have had is COVID, all their streaming shows, and then
oversaturation of the market as well.
The Kang issue as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
having to rework it.
Yeah, and I think
Thanos was 10 years in the making. Do you know what I mean? And it was building up.
And I think like, I'm excited for it. Like I say, but I have my reservations. But again, I was quite like yourself. I was hoping someone was brave enough to put it.
I keep checking still.
They'll just end up in an alley somewhere.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Feige puts them in jail.
A flashlight came on while the trailer sat, and like all the security were just jumping on them, dragging them out.
Well, yeah, like
the security's so tight.
Yeah,
but as I said, the saturation of the market with Marvel as well. Like they were putting out how many projects a year? 6.
And I think as well, like
you'll never get new people in it. Do you know what I mean? Because they have to know.
But then when they put new people in it, it's in like they're a side character in a different show. Like the Hawkeye one, then they had, was it Echo that came from Hawkeye, and no one watched Echo.
Yeah, and I think I'm like a bit of a Phase 4, 5 and 6 defender. Like I think there's a lot more in there to like than people want to admit. But I am aware that I'm a fucking loser who grew up reading comics.
So did I.
And it's like, and I know for me it's easy when I see these things are getting put on, but to, the general audience, it's going to be really hard to go, there's a show about Hawkeye, and then if you go, it's based on like the best Hawkeye comic ever, that's not going to get people in. And then to do a spin-off of a Disney Plus show, which overall didn't do great as a whole. Like WandaVision, obviously everyone turned out for, but we couldn't fucking go outside, so we had no choice.
I remember watching No Way Home the opening day, and like straight away when Matt Murdock, like the walking stick goes down, straight away I was like, fucking yes. And I remember there was so many, even Karis, it was like, who's that? I'm like,
Daredevil on Netflix was massive for like us.
But if you didn't watch it, like
you say, you're like, who the fuck's that?
There's a difference of a Spider-Man side character coming in like in Civil War than Daredevil that's been released on a show online on Disney. Yeah,
but even that as well. Like, if you see a blind lawyer in a Marvel movie, you're like, you know who that is.
Yeah, and I think as well, the sort of the kind of turn and the changes they have been making have mostly been working for me. I do think
that X-Men and things like that, I'm interested.
And I think as well now that they've had the X-Men rights since before.
We just keep dabbling. Is it going to be Krasinski that will do it? Do
you know what I mean? There's things like that.
Nobody like that. Let's go with something different.
And I do think a lot of people's biggest critique, or one of the biggest critiques from the recent era, has been, you have the X-Men, why are you drip feeding it? But I do think, now we're at a point where we can go, people are losing interest. Well, hey, here's all the characters that everyone was upset we never had.
Here you go, here, Dan.
So, but apparently, like, because Kevin Feige's talked about being a lot less hands-on recently, which again has been one of the biggest things, is just he's not had as much trust in his creatives.
Yeah.
But he said there's kind of the two main things he's like got involved in personally is all the X-Men development and also hiring Sadie Sink, which probably should mention in the Spider-Man chat. But I think knowing that he's so invested in these two, and he's like, these are the two things I need to be locked in for.
But I think, did Feige not work on the original X-Men?
Yeah, because he was the one that was sliding comic books into Hugh Jackman Australia. He admitted like years later when he couldn't get in trouble for it.
But also it's something that's kind of worrying me a wee bit. Not worrying, but it's a wee bit concerning. I don't know if you heard in the CinemaCon coverage last night that they were picking up straight from Endgame.
Yeah, they were basically like moving, like forgetting about what has
everything else that's been since,
which affects me because Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
like how good it was.
I think there'll obviously be like an element of it, but I don't think it will be as severe as that. I think they're just kind of saying that because so people will go, "Oh, Endgame, I like that one. I saw that one. I know that one."
It also might be because of potentially after it'll be like Battle World.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not going to focus on if in No Way Home he's used that magic and he's forgot the city, I forgot things like that maybe.
Yeah.
And it's not in that. Was it 212 or something?
616 for the MCU.
It's Earth 199999.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like maybe that's why they're not really focusing on these things, the wee stories that have happened in their films. But
yeah, I don't know. I will say though, I did mention my reservations at the start. I fucking hate the Russos. I hate the Russos.
But they make a good fucking Avengers film.
Here's the thing. My thing with the Russos is, and I use it's like when you look at the modern football, it's like the manager and the coach. See what they're given, they're like, when they're just like the coach.
Yeah.
Like, this is the script. It's done for you. Make it look fun and good.
The reviews I've saw is it's like a real. It's like Infinity War on steroids. This film, which is, you remember Infinity War? Like, people are leaving the cinema like.
Yeah.
So shocked.
It's over.
And
over.
And that's what I think. I think if they're, because it's obviously the last ones were written by Marcus and McFeely. Now it's Marcus or McFeely. I can't remember which one. I think it's Christopher Marcus.
But you're still right, though, the Russos.
Yeah. So I think knowing that like they're not as hands-on in terms of the full creative process is like my thing. But they have just burned me with, the Grey Man and the electricity.
I can see they were struggling, Marvel, because it was at the time, like, even getting Robert Downey Jr. back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting the Russos back, they're like, oh, these are cells. We know that people like these characters.
Yeah. But, I think as well, again, as I say...
I hope it's brutal. I hope there's massacres.
I've heard reports about the accent that Downey Jr. is using. That gets supposedly his take on Latvian, obviously with Doctor Doom. Just be, hey, I'm Doctor Doom!
He's like, nah, I don't know.
Don't know who that is. I'm Doctor Doom and a gabagool.
Oh my.
Tony Domprano. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think as well, Avengers, billions, probably nailed on.
2 billions, maybe nailed on.
Generous.
I don't know. I think a 2 billion is going to come from how good Spider-Man is. Because the general public probably don't know that Tom Holland's not slated to be in this, and they go, "Oh, that's a Marvel one that we know." And then they'll probably, I don't know, I'd imagine there's maybe going to be an Avengers trailer at the end, or like a tease for it or something, and then people will go, "Oh, that was good. Go see Avengers," even if he's only in that for like 5-ish minutes or whatever, like the reports are saying, because he's meant to have a bigger role in Secret Wars, where he'll go to Battle World and get the black suit probably.
Hopefully.
Anyways, close.
I want that comic accurate symbiote suit, man.
Yeah.
They've just teased this so many times. I despise the Venom films. I just thought they were absolutely...
I don't know.
I think the first one's fun.
I like
funny,
2. I really enjoy 2 because it's just stupid nonsense. I think the first one gets bogged down in backstory.
I want R-rated. Like, see the Venom and it shows you cringe to people when it doesn't show you. I'm like,
yeah.
Give me it. Come on.
But then it's not going to make money.
Come on. Just...
Realistically.
Man. Make them scary.
Go make them scary. Show me some blood.
Well, I'm going to the next one.
Yeah, I think I've looked here. The next one is the next Hunger Games.
I wasn't going to talk about that. I've not watched them, so I don't. I read the books, liked them, thought they were good.
Yeah.
But I always equate these films to the same as the Harry Potter prequels. The
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. That's the way I think.
So J.K. Rowling calls trans people.
Fantastic Beasts.
I just think it's just like, we're going to sell the name of Hunger Games, and I'm like, I know what it is, I know where it goes, so I'm not going to take as much interest.
I don't have as much. I'm kind of similar to that. It was never anything that like.
There's a big fan base.
Yeah.
Massive.
But I didn't see Hunger Games until I was 25, 26. It just, I'm 30 this year, mate. Unk status confirmed.
They're good, they're decent.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I'm
meh.
Yeah, it's what they're. I don't know. For me, it's that's on streaming now. Maybe I'll watch them.
I always remember that period of Hunger Games, Divergent, Maze Runner. And I always just put them together, and I'm like,
I can't tell you the difference between Divergent and Maze Runner.
Trials, they're all like.
I'm pretty sure there's another one in there that's kind of similar as well.
Yeah, it was the. Yeah, because that was that period when every book that sold more than 10 copies was getting a movie deal.
The best seller in New York, it's like one sale.
They do that with Colin Hoover movies now. People kind of like this. We'll just make them fucking film of it.
See on the Hunger Games, Rising the Reaping, or whatever it's called.
I'll say I've got a reasonable amount of interest just because I love Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, but again, I'm just not.
Stick Ralph Fiennes in anything, and I'll watch it.
Are you going to go watch it because of Ralph Fiennes, though?
I could
or
do.
Because you're Kieran at the movies.
I'll go watch anything, to be honest.
You can watch me.
Like Ralph Fiennes was in The Return. Have you seen The Return?
Oh no, that I think
That's
Shredded Ralph.
yeah, that's like the Odyssey. That's like the end of the Odyssey. Is the return?
I want to move on to this next.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Spielberg,
Yeah.
Disclosure Day.
Yeah,
I squinted there just to show how old I am.
I'm invested.
I'm kind of purposefully trying to know as little about it.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go about it.
I'd read a lot and they showed 5 minutes of footage in Disclosure Day. The one thing Spielberg said is no matter what trailer comes out, we're not going to give away the third act.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Seen that at CinemaCon.
That should be
The policy.
the law
Yep.
in film trailers. The other one should be that 5-second clip.
Mhm.
Trailer starts now and it just shows you like talking about like Instagram.
Yeah.
reel. They do that in the cinema as well, and I'm like, get.
But I think people are so like,
It's
There's-
not COVID in it, like, do you know what I mean?
nah,
We don't need to show you all just to sell it now.
yeah, like you can leave the intrigue there.
Yeah, but I think I don't have a lot to say on it because I'm trying to know as little about it.
To say.
But like I've looked at the cast. The cast looks amazing.
Speak your piece, King. You shut the fuck up.
I think it's going to be baffling. Right? So I think they're actually going to show real alien footage at the end of it, and it's soft launch, and they're going to say that how can the public accept that there is other beings? They're going to show it in the film, and then Spielberg's going to cut and go, "Listen, this is it." And he'll show.
Do you think it's what's that Mel Gibson one where he just includes a frame of him with the extras? It's just Spielberg with real ET. Just
I don't know what
Apocalypto.
so I think it's a
Passion of the Christ.
Apocalypto set like 400 BC. Fucking
No, but there's a Mel Gibson film where he's like it's like in the trailer, or maybe it's also in the film, where he's just randomly spliced in photos with him and the extras on set.
Passion of the Christ.
That's what I'm saying, Passion of Jesus.
Jesus like that.
But I don't think Mel Gibson would have been in the same frame as Jesus.
I'm kidding.
That mostly because he's anti-Semitic.
I'll go back. I don't want to lead us off a tangent, but I think it might be one of the last Spielberg, John Williams collabs.
Well, we spoke our piece on old John last.
Yes.
John's he's still.
It's like Jimmy Carter on his birthday. Just
it's going to be. They're going to Futurama him. They're going to put him in like a glass with just his head.
But I think it's going to get a lot of like backing, a lot of legs on it as well. It's like Spielberg's summer feature. First time he's on sci-fi.
What's 12th June?
I think it's coming out then, June or July.
I think it's early June.
And then Odyssey's after in July.
Because I think it's going to have a good run before anything else big comes along.
There's nothing close to it.
Yeah.
And again, we kind of talked about like a Nolan being sort of like people just going out for Nolan. People have been going out for Spielberg since Jaws, pretty much. Like Spielberg could just put his name on anything and folk go, oh, Spielberg, go on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, and again, that's kind of why I'm trying not to learn as much about it, because I do just want to go in and just
I know so much more even now. I could really spoil it for you if you want.
Please don't.
Nah, you're alright.
I wouldn't, but
Yeah.
there's so many like
We're a month and a half out. I'm not risking it.
actors just now that are just like getting a lot of love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pattinson with everything he's doing now.
Mhm.
We've got the Batman that we'll speak about. We've got the Odyssey that he's done. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's his name?
Josh Connor.
Everything he's been doing now.
Mhm.
From what was it Challengers?
Yeah, Challengers.
Challengers, then Knives Out.
Nice. And then he did one recently. Am I wrong?
What? Something big? His smaller films have been doing okay.
Yeah, so
like the
that's-
Mastermind.
Oh,
Mastermind as well, yeah.
The Mastermind, La Chimera.
Coleman Domingo as well. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So I think I'm really excited for it. Looking at the rest of the top 10 here, I think just with the letterbox sickles, they've got Backrooms on more most anticipated
I can't
than
wait for
Disclosure Day.
Backrooms.
It looks great.
It does look great, but again, I've not got loads to say about it. It'll just be good, I think.
I mean, we've only had the one trailer.
Yeah, I think
So-
it'll be very good. Like it's the guy that actually made the YouTube clips for it.
Yeah.
But getting people like
Renata
Yeah.
Reinsva.
and Chiwetel, Renata, like they're
Yeah.
big actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope it's scary.
Yeah. Again, I've not a lot to say because there's not a lot to say right now.
Mm.
Also, on the rest of the top 10, we've got The Devil Wears Prada Part 2.
It looks like TikTok.
And it reminds me of There's that famous video like Margot Robbie doing the American Psycho kind of.
Yeah.
See when you see the comparison of like how the colours look in the first one,
Mhm.
and then you see this one now.
It's like the life has
looks
been
like a
drained from
Yeah.
it.
TV ad, like
Aye.
I'm like,
Yeah, and I saw someone like talking because the trailers, or not the trailer, poster, it's just the same, but now there's two. There's like the two heels, and some like so iconic. Don't need to put any actors in. I'm like, yeah, but don't really. That's just a poster.
I'm also not entirely understanding the trailer. Like I'm
Wait,
not.
about the recent one.
Yeah,
I was like, what's the plot?
Yeah,
I know.
I'm the same. Like,
I'm not the demographic. We're not really the
No, yeah.
demographic for
But
this,
watching,
right?
I'm like, what are they selling us here?
I will
Yeah.
say, incredible marketing for the fashion industry movie to just be on all of your Diet Coke bottles.
I mean, that's what you
Do
need.
you know what it reminds me of? Zoolander.
Part two.
Like, just the second one specifically, you know what I mean? They're just showing these things, fashion, but like,
Yeah,
what am I?
yeah. I'll go see it.
You're selling me Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, and Emily Blunt.
Don't forget the Midas Touch.
I like him. If you're looking for something, the kind of somewhat kind of gay, can't be Italian.
That's just Stanley Tucci in
That's
general. But quick segue. Have you seen the Glaswegian comedian guy doing the Stanley Tucci food documentary?
No.
You need to see it on TikTok.
Send it after,
It is one of the funniest TikToks I've seen this year.
Last two on here, Supergirl. I'm really excited for.
Buzzing for it.
I'm not.
Really enjoyed those trailers.
I've not heard good things.
I've heard the opposite.
Yeah, I've heard
Really?
a lot. I've heard a lot of good things.
I had to change that a lot, and the screenings that they did in advance were like really poor, and they had to change it quite a lot.
I don't know. I'm such a big fan of the comic it's based off as well.
I think I'm going to get peeved because of the whole thing that they're going to do with crypto. Animal abuse, cruelty is not something I stand for.
But that kind of runs through James Gunn's. That's his wheelhouse, really.
It's not his movie though.
I know, but
Like
like,
female John Wick, we'll probably watch.
But, like, if you-
it might be good. But
Yeah.
you're right.
but if you're introducing,
Do you know what I mean? Like that.
yeah, but
Everything that he's done.
Gunn introduced crypto in the first Superman. He's done it for a reason.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the emotional thread that they're going to tie in with Supergirl, and he's done it. Even Guardians 2 with Rocket and things like that.
Yeah.
The trailer it kind of remind me of like see some planets that in Guardians they go on it. The set design
Step on the
it just looked identical to that
Mhm.
Supergirl trailer. But
Yeah.
see when Lobo comes in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's fair, but I think as well, like a lot of Snyderverse bros specifically are like, oh, it's
They're
just
always going to have an issue.
yeah, but it's like it's also it feels very true to the comic that it's based on,
Yeah.
and I'm not one of the people that like that like it's got to be so accurate to this comic because at the end of the day, I can just go read the comic. Why would I not
Yeah.
just go read the comic? But it feels to me it's got a lot of the spirit of that movie.
And if you haven't read the comic, read the comic. The comic's great. Women of
really,
Tomorrow.
really good,
Yeah.
really good. And in the last movie from this year on the most
I'm
anticipated,
going to halt you here. I want to speak about Digger.
Yeah, baby.
it's on my wee list of ones
Is
as
it
well.
on the?
It is. It's not in the top 10.
I was going to say I thought you were going to do the 10. So
Yeah, so the last one on the 10 of the most anticipated is Robert Eggers' Werewolf, which
Oh.
I just saw that's got a
Tell you what, we get to
1.43 full aspect ratio.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
whole thing. I'm an Eggers fan.
And ye old English. The
Yeah.
script as well.
yeah,
It's going to be bonkers.
and again, I really like, and
He's just so ambitious. I think he's just so original.
Yeah.
Everything he does is like, I want that type of material from that era.
Yeah.
I want that wood. I want this.
I think as well, one of the things I like about him is like his films can be a bit of a slog and can be a bit kind of tricky in places,
Mhm.
and I think that's what makes them so rewarding because a movie like The Lighthouse, that's not for fucking somebody with an hour, couple hours spare.
Let me go see something.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, depends on who you're asking.
but like that,
He makes what
so-
he wants to make.
Yeah, and I think as well, like what I say is like he's making the films that he wants, and he's probably not gonna, that's not gonna merit the biggest audience.
No.
I'm gonna, it'll probably make. I ain't got to lose money maybe.
I don't know because Nosferatu was.
Do we know what the
I'll check it.
runtime is in the budget?
I don't think it's been disclosed yet. The runtime. Werewolf.
Jake, look up what Nosferatu made.
Yeah.
There's no runtime on it yet. Doesn't even say what the production value is yet.
Nosferatu box office, 181 million.
But I would say this makes 90.
Yeah, this makes
that
less than Nosferatu.
12.
Yeah,
How
but
much did you say it cost to make? 50 million?
50 for Nosferatu turned
So we're
181.
going to be about 50, 70-ish for this werewolf as well, maybe.
I say this makes between 90
I think
90 and 120.
Yeah,
At a push.
but yeah,
But it will be great. That's we're not here for the numbers.
yeah.
Me personally, anyway.
And again, yeah, it's, like I say, Eggers, it's for the arts, not the charts.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now we'll move on to the ones that we are personally the most excited for, and you've already teed us up.
Show me Digger.
I think this might probably line up for pushing for Cruz Best Actor.
Yep.
I think that's...
Yeah,
I think Cruz
I am sold. Yeah.
yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Because who would you look for or something like a director? I want to win something.
And an
It's
Inarritu
like
film.
Paul Thomas Anderson or like Inarritu. Do you know what I mean? Like they can do it. And
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in an Inarritu film, like that was sold as soon as you
Yeah,
so,
as soon as you plated it up, I was like, yeah, I'm
that
fucking
teaser
there.
is ridiculous.
Mhm.
I just
it's one of those things as
It's
well.
cool.
It's, I didn't, not until like last. It wasn't like a couple weeks ago. It was. I hadn't seen anything about it, and then I just like read a tweet about it. I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's. And then it was as if I liked one tweet, and it was like, here is everything that everyone is saying about it.
Yep.
And I was already sold after just seeing that, but then
I like that
the
it's-
more.
you don't know much yet. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I also don't, maybe like you said with Disclosure Day, I don't want to know much. I don't
Aye.
want to get much
Yeah.
given away.
I think like with myself, I kind of feel like, because I'm also a wee bit like that. Do I want to know so much when more does become available? But I think, in a way, see if I'm like this excited for a movie when I don't know that much, I almost kind of want to
Not as
keep
much.
it that way.
Yeah.
Whereas like if there's a film, I'm like, yeah, maybe, and then I learn more and the excitement grows. But if I'm like, I'm already sold,
I don't
I'm
need
like,
to see
I
anymore.
don't need to
Yeah.
to keep reading and diving.
All I
in.
grasp was it's pretty much like Elon Musk ruins the world and then he
Mhm.
tries to fix it.
Did you see the character description of Digger?
He's got the,
He's-
the American accent. Was it Texan? I can't remember.
I'm sure I think it's Texan accent. He's
Big nose.
got a receding hairline. He's balding, big nose, beer belly.
So he's just what's his name from Tropic Thunder?
He's Les Grossman.
Grossman.
Listen to me, you fuck.
I saw so many things that he's apparently like pre-production for,
Yeah,
and there was a Les Grossman like not a biopic, but
but like a spin-off. Aye,
spin-off of-
I fucking
I-
wanted it. I want it so bad.
Because I just watched Tropic Thunder again like a few weeks ago.
We do not negotiate with terrorists.
Did you see the guy? I can't remember his name. Where it's Robert Downey Jr. speak to him about like our people we've been through so much.
Oh yeah,
He's on the podcast. He's talking about what they pushed for a sequel,
Aye,
and it was about them making a film about trying to make a sequel, and they don't get the backing.
Aye.
Go out in the Arctic,
didn't do it anyway.
and they then like all start dying, and they're filming them, and they're trying to then make money. Shit, I think that would be fun.
yeah,
I want a Les Grossman spin-off. Like,
yeah.
Cruz just spoke about it in passing before, and I think it just shows you his range is unreal.
It's one of those ones as well. I remember like he brought. It was like just like a period of time he was bringing up Les Grossman in every interview, and he could be like, "What are you excited about Mission Impossible?" And he's like, "Well, do you remember Tropic Thunder, brother?"
I think was he not asking Macquarie to pen the script or something like that, or to direct?
Just-
I'm sure he was pushing Macquarie to do it.
Well, I
And-
saw that now writing Top Gun 3.
Yeah,
It's not going to be Macquarie writing it though, would he?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
I did see a tweet earlier that
Well, are you going to talk about the AI one?
no,
It's a leaked plot that they do, and it was like he's training them to practice on the AI drones, and then the drones start turning on them all. He comes back to save them. And then
No.
he can't, because he's away with his missus on the boat.
all right.
He doesn't know how to drive the boat, so he trains the boat
To be an aeroplane.
The AI just takes him off into the wilderness.
For fuck's sake. No, I seen one where it was like it's like an inexplicable plot line where he has to team up with Israel to bomb Iran.
And they can't disclose it as Iran.
You just say random Muslim nation.
Iranistan or something.
Our Jewish comrades are going to help us bomb the absolute shit out of this civilization.
So listen, Miles Teller. There's one thing I believe: it's that Israel has a right to defend itself.
He's on the piano, like Stevie Wonder.
They don't even. It doesn't even walk up to his Meg. He gets taken up in a chair.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited for Digger. Really excited.
Yeah.
I would say my most anticipated movie of the year, it is Wild Horse 9. I'm so excited, and it was my most anticipated movie before the trailer as well.
I knew nothing about it, and then seeing you see Mark McDonagh,
Yeah,
and you're like,
so
okay.
that's kind of, so for me, McDonagh is like my third favourite director ever, and it's really just because he's only made 4 feature films and a short film as well. Like, he does a lot of like playwriting and stuff and produces a lot of stuff on stage, but like to me, through his 4 films,
his writing's so good.
yeah, and just through those 4, obviously it's In Bruges, it's 7 Psychopaths, it's 3 Billboards, and then it's The Banshees of Inisherin. Just through that alone, I'm like, that's enough in my mind then for me to put him top 3. I think he's absolutely incredible.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, Reunite with Sam Rockwell.
He's an instant sale for me.
Yeah, I love him. I absolutely adore Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell being in it is, it's McDonagh. It doesn't need a selling point for me.
Yeah.
But he's so good in 3 Billboards, which I didn't watch until like fairly recently. It was only a few years ago I first watched it.
Same.
And I remember being like, to me, I was like, going in and I was like McDonagh's kind of so successful with like Ireland and Irish, and that's like obviously, 7 Psychopaths is set in America, but the main character is a self-insert. It's an Irish, writer struggling to write his second movie. And when I went in, I was like, I don't know, like, why I don't know how good this is going to be when you kind of take away what to me is his biggest strength.
Yep.
And then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is the best thing he's done.
See, I think it's his writing's his best part.
Yeah.
In Bruges, do you know what I mean? See, as soon as Ralph Fiennes come, like the way,
aye.
how
Yeah.
See the scene in the restaurant where he fucks a woman with a fucking bottle. I have never, ever in my life laughed so much.
There's count to 3, ready to run.
Yeah.
Aye.
You're shouting at each other.
Aye.
Yeah.
Do we go in 3?
Aye.
But
Is
I
that
just
a film with you're an inanimate fucking object?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I kept thinking of what's the one? Is it Sexy Beast or something like that?
With Ray Winston.
Ray Winston. When they do a heist in Speedos.
And it's Ben Kingsley.
Like the quick dialogue.
Yeah.
It's Ben Kingsley's like
Ben Kingsley,
the Ray Fiennes one.
They
Yeah.
keep swearing with each other.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, but again, like, McDonagh is incredible, and I was really excited. I watched the trailer, and I sent it to like everyone. I was like, guys.
It looks very cool.
And I think that also, because I know my second most anticipated movie of the year comes out on my birthday, and I think that's like the same time as well. So I'm very excited to hopefully have a double bill.
Yep.
Did you see your second most?
Yeah, so I don't know.
First?
So Wild Horse 9 is 1.
What's 2?
Godzilla -0.
Okay, I was waiting on you saying Minions. But,
I mean, if that's also on my birthday, I'm gonna. We are having a full day out.
Godzilla looks cool.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
very cool.
And there's currently people pushing on Twitter a 2 Godzilla theory.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
And
because there's an evolved form.
Yeah,
Alright.
and
Is that why there's like in Japan and then one in like New York?
So I think it's more. There's the shot in the trailer when he's like walking with the Statue of Liberty, and it looks like he's going to walk in front of it, and then he walks behind.
Is that not the trailer for the Brutalist 2?
Brutalist.
Aye.
That's it.
Yeah.
As if it was upside down.
Yeah. But when he goes to walk behind it, it's clear that now Godzilla's tall in the Statue of Liberty. People have been like, well, he was only 50 metres in the first one.
Yeah.
If he's tall in the Statue of Liberty, he's got to be at least, I think Statue of Liberty 73 metres. And I think they've said that Godzilla's now 100 metres. So people are like comparing shots from the trailer and comparing shots from -1.
Maybe in water, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. If there's two Godzillas, I will strip down my Bakis and do a victory lap in that screen.
I seen the theory that there's 2 Godzillas because obviously you get the one where he's walking by the Statue of Liberty, but you've also got the scene in the water where he's got the spikes on his back.
Yeah.
So people are theorising that the one with the spikes on his back is like an evolved form of a different
What was the
Godzilla.
film before it that it's the same director?
So it's Godzilla -1.
No, but what was the one before? There was like.
Do you think the Shin Godzilla?
Do you think maybe it's Shin Godzilla that's in this and then
No,
Godzilla
because
-1?
this is like different. Because Toho are like, I think there's like currently 4 different Godzilla timelines going. That Toho, I just guess they just expect the audience to be smart enough to know that this is kind of this thing. And as well, Shin Godzilla's set modern day. This is set post-war. But I'm very excited for both of
It
them.
looks cool as fuck.
Yeah.
It looks very
And again, kind of with
It was,
both
one
of
of the
them.
best, it was one of the best IMAX experiences I had, like just ever about
Yeah.
Godzilla -1.
And I think this is the first Japanese production that's been shot for IMAX.
Yeah, it is. and I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
Yeah. I was in awe of -1. Like, there's so many specific scenes.
Even the human scenes as well. Like that's something that
See
the Americanized Godzilla's missing.
The ashes sitting on them.
Yeah.
Like the story in it, you're right. After post-war,
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
you felt for the families. You wanted them to be safe. Normally, Godzilla's it's just humans getting bloody melted. Do you know what I mean?
But even in like is it Lionsgate or Universal or who Legendary? It's Legendary.
Yeah, it's Legendary,
the Godzillas. Anytime you cut to the humans in that series, I'm like, God, just fucking hurry up and give me Godzilla.
Yeah, it's like because it's Godzilla versus Kong. I remember that film just felt like such a slog until there is a point where it's only for like 8 seconds, but it's a POV shot of King Kong just throwing rights and lefts at Godzilla, and I immediately locked the fuck back.
Like, give me a big, massive fucking monkey
battle. But it's as you say with those ones, I'm like, Dan Stevens, I don't care that you're doing dentistry with King Kong. Show me King Kong with a big power glove battering fuck at Godzilla. Like that's what I care about with those. But with -1, they're like able to like take it to be so intriguing on the human story, and then also he's back, and
for the end of Oak Street.
Yes.
Right, so I think that's so cool just purely because nobody wants to touch dinosaurs because of Spielberg.
Yep.
And it's just that uniqueness. I know it's all the themes of Cloverfield.
So we were speaking
like
about
it's a secret Cloverfield film.
And I saw because there's a podcast I listened to called Dynamic Banter, and it's just these two guys, like comedians, but they used to have a Cloverfield podcast,
right?
And they were saying someone had sent them the trailer, and they were trying to work it out, and then they saw like, the clock on the wall or whatever, and they were like, "What's the time?" Because obviously before Cloverfield came out, there was that like website, that 118 thing.
But it's just because of the productions before.
But the thing with it is, which I've seen a lot of people, because they had so much Cloverfield marketing, and in all of the Cloverfield movies, they were all hiding everything. A big thing that it could just be moon howling, but obviously the website that was drip feeding all the clues for the first Cloverfield movie was like 118, and in the first trailer,
the clocks at that time.
So they paused that thinking it might have been, it wasn't, but on the trailer, when the name for it flashes is 1 minute and 18 seconds, which again could just be moon howling and just sheer luck, but because of if it is a secret Cloverfield film, there is no doubt that's the first
that's a clue.
The first wee clue, because Cloverfield fans have basically devoted their entire lives to combing through every single thing to work it out. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. Even if it's not a secret Cloverfield film, I'm excited for that.
I think that's similar to what you were saying about a couple other films that you mentioned. The less you know, the better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not often you have a film now where like you don't know.
Yeah.
Like what's going on.
Yeah.
Usually the marketing's just shoved entirely in your face just to get your bum in the seat.
Yeah.
But then you see so much, like you're like, what's the point in going to see it? So I think
because I do it a lot now. So if I really like a film and I've watched the trailer a lot, I'll remember the like scene in the trailer in the film. And I'll be like, oh right, that makes sense. And I liked when I think it was Infinity War came out. And it was just like a fake trailer.
Yep.
And then you're like waiting on it or thinking about it. And it's just we didn't want people to think about where the story's going.
Because there's a scene where like I think is it Bruce Banner in the Hulk armor is running.
It's them all running at the end,
and that's not in the film.
Do you know what I mean? It's just not there.
Yeah.
Again, Hulk they completely.
Yeah. Just like a lot of red herrings in to just keep you guessing.
Again, no, like this day and age, there's so many people that won't go if they don't know what the film's about.
Yeah.
They won't just take that gamble of let's go and try that. Let's go and see.
People want to go into a film and just it to be an instant like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
They don't want to go in and try something new in case it's something that doesn't meet their expectations.
That's that whole obstacle of like foreign films and films
Yeah.
subtitles as well.
Yeah.
And
they won't take that jump.
Yeah, and I feel like we're kind of coming out of it, but there was like a lot of time post-COVID where it was just what's the most palatable, what's the easiest access, what's the
as well.
and again we talked about it in the Project Hail Mary review, but like especially post-COVID, everyone just wanted what's safe, the 4 quadrants, what's going to make the money,
Netflix
what's
reminding you every 15 minutes of what's happened, where's it going.
Take risks, watch fucking new stuff.
Yeah, but and I think a lot of things that we are all excited for, and there's maybe like a bit of a swing back coming for some of us, especially with Project Hail Mary doing so well, but I feel like now we're kind of at the tail end of that just few years of just slot power.
Mhm.
Look at all the things in this movie, so you come see our movie because we've took risks, kind of thing. Yeah, and I feel like we're getting back to it. And again, a lot of the movies that we've mentioned and a lot that are like here on my list as well are kind of what are you excited for? And we've not mentioned quite yet.
Hold on, my phone's already recording, so my list is kind of debunked.
I've got another couple here I do want to mention.
I think I had I Love Boosters on there.
Yeah, I Love Boosters is also right at the top of my list.
I've got that up there.
Really excited for that because I loved Sorry to Bother You. I thought it was unbelievable. Butch Riley, I think he did a TV show as well that I've not watched, but I've seen people like tweeting some clips from it.
Yeah.
Kind of in the build up to this.
Let me grab my phone. I'm going to get my list.
But then you've got the like I think it's like Keke Palmer's in it. It's like is Ruffalo in I Love Boosters as well? Or am I talking to Mars? There's like a lot of stuff I'm really excited for.
There's a few horror trailers that I saw that came out there.
Holcomb.
So, like, Holcomb looks exceptional.
Yeah.
Passenger
looks
good.
really good.
There's a third one coming out in May. Insidious.
Is there a new Insidious?
Trailer?
I've not seen it.
And we talked as well about the Death of Robin Hood as well. Looks like it could be quite. Because I was saying to you, when I saw that trailer in the cinema,
I think just as the hands start growing.
What the claws? The bone claws. And like 13th century England.
But I was saying to you, I think when I saw the trailer for it, it was kind of building. It was one of those.
I've got a few on here that we
as
haven't
the trailer
mentioned.
was kind of going in, I was like, oh, do we really need to see another Robin Hood film? And then I saw Hugh Jackman, and then I saw Jodie Comer, and then I saw Bill Skarsgård's name at the end. I was like, I take back everything I was saying about this. Right, I'll go, fine. I'll go see the movie with all the actors that I love.
I wrote this list on the 29th of March. So, obviously, we kind of touched on very, very lightly the Narnia Greta Gerwig film.
I will say one thing to that, because I read the Narnia books growing up, and this is based on The Magician's Nephew, which is the first one, which is like it's like a fairly, I don't want to say like a straightforward story because they're all fucking kids books from the 20s or whenever, probably after that, 'cause it's set in the war, but it's like that one's a lot less. There's no like big action set piece kind of thing. It's a lot more kind of, I guess, quieter, which I think will be really interesting to see. And I do, I really like Greta Gerwig, and I'm excited to see how it goes. And as well, I know obviously Netflix, because that's what Netflix do, because Netflix have the infinite money cheat code on. Yeah. They just go, hey, here's all this money, make what you want.
Yep.
But I'm fairly sure Greta Gerwig was like, I'll do this if you let me shoot an IMAX. And they were like, why? We're on Netflix. She was like, yeah, because I want to put this in fucking cinemas. Yeah. So I think it's getting I think it's actually getting a release. I don't think it's going to be like
a limited one.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be, you need to go to one of 7 cinemas.
Like The Killer, that's what I had.
Yeah.
You had to go and find the one that was
showing. And you've got 4 days to see it. I think this is going to get a wide release for a decent chunk before it then hits Netflix. I think that was the deal that she carved out for it, which
I think after Barbie, she's every right to ask for things like that.
Exactly. And I think as well, as much as fucking Ted Sarandos tries to say we don't, if this does well at the cinema, he'll then go, I never said that we don't like going to the cinema.
Yeah.
Right, just take it and be like, oh, look, see, that's my decision, I did that.
So, and I think, again, right now, there's not loads that's known because obviously it's so far out. It's like a Christmas release. Yeah. But I'm excited for it. Like I say, grew up reading and loving the Narnia books, and I'm excited that like it's going to be at the start of the story.
Yeah, you're not just jumping in midway through.
Well, with Liam Neeson again playing Aslan. I hope so.
Honestly, when we spoke about this when we did our...
It's going to be like playing Coleman Domingo.
I was literally just going to say, we spoke about this.
I actually think it is.
Well, is he just becoming lions now?
But I think if we look at but like the voice, because we spoke about this when we did the fan casting video ages ago. There was someone, I can't remember who it was, and I was just like, just based on the fact that I need this person just to have a cool voice. Like
was this for the Batman fan cast we done a while ago? I can't remember who it was.
I don't even think it was in the video. I think we were just talking out with it.
Generally.
Because I had said about Keith David for Galactus in Fantastic Four because cool voice.
Yep. I've got a good inroad there just since we were talking about Batman. Clayface.
Yeah, Clayface this year. Really excited for that.
I'm looking forward to it. It's a different direction for DC.
Right. as of April 26, Meryl Streep is in talks to voice.
I seen that actually. I remembered that.
People will be mad at that, but anytime I see Meryl Streep in anything, I think of the quote from Modern Family, and it's Cam and Mitch, and he's like, "Did you enjoy the film?" I was like, "Yeah, I just don't think Meryl Streep was the right choice." And Cam just goes, "Meryl Streep could play Batman, and she'd be the right choice." And I think about that a lot. I love Meryl Streep.
Sorry, back to Clayface.
Clayface, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. I'm excited for Clayface.
That's in terms of the thing where like maybe Venom. I want it maybe darker.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to get though.
Yeah, and I think like Gunn's talked a lot about the DCU being like kind of in a sense for the creatives just as much as it is for the fans, and it's like he doesn't want to be super hands on with everything. Mm-hmm. He just kind of goes
just overseeing it.
Yeah,
I know the story.
And it's Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
Yep. So
it'll be.
I'm sold.
Yeah, he's the Exorcist.
Yeah,
as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Also, he's taking inspiration from A Feat of Clay from the Batman animated series, which is my childhood.
The thing I want though is Letterboxd to keep the Lego Clay.
That's what I'm saying. Well, because I've got Patreon, I'm going to make sure it stays.
The one I was thinking of, sorry, is Scary Movie.
Aye.
I just think there's not been one for age.
When was the last one?
2008, 6.
There was one in like 2012, but it wasn't them.
But it's just, there's been so much recently of like...
There's been so many horror films.
I think as well, I watched the trailer, and I quite enjoyed the trailer just being like in a constant state of my goat is washed, my goat is back, my goat is washed, my goat is back. It's like pronouns joke. Really funny joke. Really, I'm just like watching it go.
Scary movies aren't... Like they have to have the shit with
They're supposed to be divisive.
Yeah, but it's but not even just that. Like some of the jokes, I was like, I can do better than that. Picture myself brilliant. Like I was still excited.
Myself at the she her or they them pronoun when she gets stabbed.
I love this. What was the one at the one when it's like. So when they show like when like their like Remick shows up at the party, he's like,
"Oh
you're
yeah,
not doing any gay shit there." Fucking Ray opens the door.
That's the thing though. It's one of those films where like people say, "Oh, you can't make films like that anymore." Well, I think they're kind of doing it,
and I think that's the thing that I hate when right wingers are like, "You can't fucking say anything anymore." And it's like, you can.
I can't because you're going to edit out things.
You're the exception.
I think we should get like a wee cut noise.
Notes of everything that you've edited out, put it together at the end.
Yeah,
it's super cut. Yeah,
I will start a Patreon for the
unrated,
the director's cut.
Oh my!
It's gonna be like
straight to horny jail.
It'll be like Kingdom of Heaven, man. It's a totally different film.
Just me
and the edit.
The mask on. Saying that stuff.
What else have I got on my list? I've got two more on my list. One is
you shut the fuck up. Oh. You've spoken enough. I think Resident Evil.
Yes,
I've heard very good things.
So have I.
Yes,
I heard it's going to be insane.
Yeah,
and it's Zach Cregger. So he's again. I didn't like Weapons. We spoke about this the last time, but I think in his hands it's going to be great.
I think by all accounts he's got quite a. Like, it's quite open for him as well. He was kind of like do what you want kind of thing, which
on the back of Weapons, that's it's earned, I think, in that respect.
Cregger and Osgood Perkins, and like they're almost trying. Perkins is trying to be like Cregger.
Yeah,
Cregger's just different level.
Yeah,
like you saw the Long Legs prequel thing they're going to do.
Yeah, I've seen that.
What would you rather, that or an Aunt Gladys story? Like,
you want Gladys?
Like, it's just, I just think Cregger's just on a different level.
Yeah, and I did enjoy Long Legs, but like they're just.
See, once you see past the facade of like what he is as a character, what's new that you're going to be invested to see?
Yeah,
his story, how he became that character. Do you know what I mean?
I'm kind of done.
I'm assuming it's maybe going to be how did they get the magic of the whatever, but it's like it's better just to even have the mystique still.
Yep.
You know.
What else have I got here that we've missed? Dog Stars.
Oh, that's
Ridley Scott.
Looks not bad.
Yeah, I think it looks.
Yeah,
I think it looks decent.
Yeah, I like
Jacob Elordi and Josh Brolin. Yeah. From what I've heard, it's going to be decent.
Yeah, I've got
Ridley Scott's films are always good when it's not
historical,
an original story. It's like from a novel.
Yeah.
Like see David Scarpa, whatever. He's done like Napoleon, bloody Gladiator. So like everything's been ass.
Napoleon was particularly ass.
The Martian. You've got like any other story that someone's helped write with him, or a novel adaptation. He's always did well at.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that will be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and Elordi off the back of like Frankenstein. I understand.
He's going to be Bond.
I don't think he's too tall to be
He's too
Bond.
tall for Bond, I think.
That's the point of Bond.
It's a 6'5" secret agent.
Bond is never hidden, whatever he's been.
But
He
I
just
think
says, "I'm
that's
Bond."
that's one of the things that I think, like, the thing with it is, like, the literary Bond is much more actually covert.
Yeah.
And I feel like you do lose...
He's not, but
No.
look at Sean Connery, man. He gets
No, but in
No,
the
in the
books,
books.
in the Ian Fleming's books.
he'll still get caught every time.
I know, but I don't know. I still do think...
I know what you mean, like it's like suave class. things
Yeah,
like that.
I think if a Lordy's Bond, then every film is going to have to have like the tallest casts possible.
Just do something like The Hobbit, you know what I mean? And just keep like
Just loads of camera trickery and shit.
Ian McKellen crying in a green room.
Yep.
I don't make it. I see it all the time. I love it. He just looks and forgets nobody's there.
That I think Callum Turner's kind of nailed on for Bond.
Saying there's going to be a Lordy.
I don't think so.
I don't think Callum Turner's got the looks.
I don't think you need
He's
it.
got the acting range, but
I don't think you need to have the looks
Yeah, I don't...
because I don't think Daniel Craig's conventionally
That's what I'm saying. Craig's not
good
conventionally
looking.
handsome.
He's a handsome guy.
He's handsome, but he's not like...
he's a stud.
But he's not like... You look at like the Bonds of like
George Lazenby?
before...
I don't think so. George Bond.
But
Brosnan was not like a star. I know he's a good.
yeah, but yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? I've got
I had How to Rob a Bank on there as well.
yeah, I've got Mother Mary in there. I'm just sold on the synopsis and the cast.
I'm just sold.
He's just cool with Will.
Yeah.
There'll be some
And
uniqueness to
I did see one as well. Brad Bird's finally making like his passion project, Ray Gunn.
what Incredibles 3.
No, he's opting to make this over Incredibles 3. This is like a film he's had the script for like
Brad
for
Bird.
about 30 years. No, it's animated.
I love Brad Bird.
He's
Did he make
had
Tomorrowland.
yeah, he did make
Yep.
Tomorrowland.
So as long as it's not live
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
So I think he's had the script for this
Is that-
for like
is that
30
Clooney?
years.
Is that Clooney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just based off of the Disneyland.
Yeah,
ride.
yep.
It
Yeah.
became a film.
Yeah.
Make
I mean-
the film, make the men make the ride.
Yeah, that year of... Well, I mean, I suppose he did it with Pirates of the Caribbean. They had the ride first, and then...
Is that the only successful Disney ride that's been made into a film?
Probably, yeah. But this is like his thing. He's had it for years, and he's only now making it.
Yep.
And I think... I think he's like been tinkering with it kind of consistently, and now he's like, right, I've got it, it's done. The animation and everything's here for it. Sam Rockwell's in it as well, so
Oh well, I'm sold in.
yeah, so we're there.
That's
Yep.
okay.
If it's anything remotely close to the first Incredibles or the Iron Giant,
Speaking about like genres and that all coming out, I think most of them are like superheroes, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's not been like, have we lost like crime mafia in a way?
I think they've kind
Maybe yes and no, because you've got Heat 2 going to eventually then come out.
Mhm.
But like, no like mafia. Fan.
But I'll speak on that a wee bit. I think you've kind of lost the cultural impact of the mafia because
Yeah.
crime now is
Different.
governments.
Do you know what I mean? It's changed.
Yeah, it's not...
Crime isn't just organised crime like underground mafia and Italian,
Like,
Irish,
Martin
whatever.
was the last of that kind of
Yeah.
the mix of the moles.
And
mafia.
and I kind of think as well, like films like that, as you kind of say, it's not kind of so culturally relevant in a
Yeah.
sort of
I just think
broader
we're moving
sense.
on
It's
in a
all
way.
yeah,
You can't go back. How far back can you go and create authenticity? Have actual actors.
yeah,
And I think a lot of those big characters that in history have been like played to death.
So many times as well.
They've been absolutely played to death, and you don't have any modern guys that are kind of like that, unless you want to do a film on HS Tiki Toki. It's like the modern gangster, like
Brother, he's not a nod. He's interviewing
he's Louis Furox.
Louis Furox.
So that's kind of your modern equivalent.
Brother.
That's your modern equivalent of the mafia is
yeah.
fucking
Let's just-
shitbag influencers
Aye.
who are making money through like not even illegal ways, but just kind of morally questionable.
Yeah.
Um,
About taking advantage of people less intellectually
Yeah.
being able to manage themselves.
And the actual criminals are corporations and governments and officials. Like
Yeah.
the mafia's kind of lost that its sheen.
Yeah.
It's so it is one of those ones. It's like, and I think like, yeah, but I think as well like everything is cyclical. Like there'll be a sort of bounce into maybe not necessarily mafia films again, but whatever the next kind of generation
I
of
think
that
we're moving
is.
towards something that is just more assault like sci-fi in a way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I say. Like right now, we are sort of in like I guess a new sort of golden age of sci-fi in a way.
Yeah.
Like I think as well, like it's something I meant to kind of say earlier when we were talking about June is like my favourite Villeneuve film is Prisoners. Absolutely love it, and obviously he's doing Bond now, and I'm like excited for him to kind of step into something, kind of step back in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But we are just in this age of like big sci-fi movies not just being really, really well received, but people going out to see the big sci-fi movies and big sci-fi movies like becoming huge, big cultural moments again. So I do think we are in like a sci-fi era right now, but who's to say the next one won't be, a crime thing again, or maybe the next one will be...
Well, you've got Spielberg speedway to them now with the Western crime.
Yeah.
Yep.
So...
That's something else that's kind of a lost art is the Western.
Yeah.
Something else I had on this was The Social Reckoning, which has got a really good write-up from like early screenings and internal things coming from the studios. Apparently, what's his fucking name again?
I've been trying before you started.
Oh my fucking god. Jeremy Strong.
Jeremy
Strong. Apparently his performance is insane.
Yeah.
He's so good in that Trump film, man.
Oh, he's great.
Like, you're on it, like, who gives
Aye.
a fuck? Like,
Who gives a fuck?
That'll be fucking brilliant.
I think it'll be really cool in terms of like what has happened since that film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With Facebook and everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be interesting. It wasn't something I was like interested in. I was like, remake, like, or a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually like, do you know what? Is it Aaron Sorkin right now again?
I don't know if it's Sorkin that's writing. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I
Is
think
he? Is he writing it again?
Because see, The Social Network is one of the best films, like the fastest. The script is like just 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. I think it's shocking.
I actually don't know if there's any connection in here. So.
Also, the other one was Fincher, Oh, good morning.
Oh, hello.
I think that's him telling us to wrap up.
What was the Brad Pitt one? The
The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
I know it's a TV show it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be cool.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've hit the 90-minute mark there, so I think we should probably wrap up. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Third Act podcast. Don't forget to follow us on all of our various social medias.
Hold on a minute, follow that tune.
And don't forget to comment
what tune?
what you're excited for this.
Get the dog in.
Goodbye from us three.
Get into the groove. You got to prove your love to me. Yeah.